Hi everyone, welcome to the VictoryVibes channel.
In this lesson, we are going to have an overview of Google Analytics. So I will take you a tour inside my Google Analytics account. We will learn the different areas in Google Analytics, the different features that are available. We will not go too deep, we will just look at the basics. Then I will also show you how campaigns work and how you can build campaign URLs and track it inside Google Analytics. So right now I am inside my Analytics account. So let's go over the features one by one. So real time is basically real time stats. You will be able to find out who is visiting your site in real time. So here you can see there is a real time visitor from Ahmedabad. And if I go ahead and open up Biker Boy, then I will be having one more real time visitor on my Google Analytics real-time stats. So now you can see it increased to 2 and I am visiting it from Bangalore, so it is showing that it is being visited from Bangalore, so it's pretty accurate. And it will show you whether they are visiting from desktop or mobile. Location, again, that is something we already saw. It shows you the location in terms of country distribution. Traffic sources, you will get traffic sources if you build campaigns and if you have different referral sources. Right now we have only 2, so there is not much content here. So if you look inside audience, this is the page that you see, and by default Google will show it to you for the last 1 week. It used to be last 1 month, but now they have changed it to last 1 week. You can always change it by entering last 30 days and click on apply. So since we have recently started building the site, you can see it starts from 0 since June 14. From June 15 we have started getting some traffic to the blog. So if you go down here, you can see the distribution of new visitors versus returning visitors. So I will quickly explain what this means. So sessions is basically if someone is visiting your site and if he is going to visit your site after 1 hour, it is considered as 2 sessions. So any unique visit in a 30-day window is called a session. Users are real unique users in a 24-hour period. So if someone is visiting your site and visiting your site again after 1 hour, it is considered as 2 sessions, but it is still considered as a single user. But if the same person is coming back to your site the next day, then it is counted as a separate user. So if you visit the site and in a single session, if you visit multiple pages, those are counted as page views. So here it shows you what is the average pages per session. So we have got like 586 sessions and 1025 page views. So if you divide by the page views by sessions, then you get 1.75, which is pages per session. And what is the average session duration? It's 1 minute 42 seconds on average. And bounce rate basically means that here 56 or nearly 57% of the people are leaving the website within 10 seconds as soon as they visit. So any bounce rate less than 60% is good. So we will also get distribution according to browser or operating system. So if you click on browser, you will be able to see which browser they have been using. So Chrome browser is the maximum browser, and then you have Firefox, Safari and many other browsers. You can also check what operating system that people use when visiting. So Mac is around 10%, Android is around 30% and Windows is around 55%. iOS is just 2.56%. You can also check what is the service provider. Reliance Jio, major service provider, then Act Broadband, and then you have many other providers as well. So these are the details which Google Analytics can give you. When it comes to mobile specific, you still have these distributions. You have country distribution. You can see where people are visiting from. And then you can have city distribution as well. So Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. So this is how our city distribution is. So this is the audience tab, and when you look at the audience tab, you are going to have a look at sessions as the default figure here. But if you go into behavior, you will be able to see page views as the default figure. So here you can see the page views are much more. And let me go ahead and select for last 7 days again. So here you can see page views are much more. Sessions used to be around 100, page views are around 200 per day. And obviously a lot of visitors are coming from my 100-day blogging course itself, so I wouldn't count this as real visitors. We will aim to have more than 500 visitors a day and more than 1000 page views a day by the end of this blogging course. So going back to acquisition before I show you behavior. So acquisition, you will learn where the visitors are coming from. So here you can see direct 65%, social 25%, organic search 40, and referral is 13 sessions. So here the most important metric is organic search. We have to find out how many people visit us from the search engines. So here you can click on organic channels, and here you can see this is the organic traffic that we have been getting every day. It has started increasing from around 10 a day to around 20 a day. And here you can see the statistics just for the organic section. You will have separate stats like bounce rate, pages per session, average session duration for organic separately. And Google used to show what keywords people are searching for here, but then they changed their policies and now they don't show what keywords that people are using when they are trying to find your site. So you can also look at something called tree maps, but this is something we will look into when we look into advanced analytics. So here you might want to correct your advanced analytics accounts as well. Source or medium, again this shows where are the different sources you are getting the traffic from. You can see Facebook, direct traffic, then Google organic, which we already saw. So this is the different sources or medium. So here you will be able to track campaigns as well. So I will show you how to create campaigns in this video. And then you have the referring URLs as well. So here we have an option to connect Search Console to our analytics account. So let's go ahead and click on Setup Search Console and see if we can connect our analytics account to Search Console. So here you can select your domain name, click on Save, and associate your Google Search Console account to your analytics account. So here you can see once we refresh this page and once we have authenticated, our Search Console has got integrated with Google Analytics. So going back, let's go back to all website data. Let's go into acquisition and let's go into Search Console. Let's go into queries. Now that we have done the integration, we need to give it some time before the data starts coming in. But inside Search Console, let's see if we have some data regarding the search queries. So if you go inside Search Analytics, here you will be able to see what keywords that people are using for when they are landing on your site. Initially the data will be very less, but over time you will start getting a lot of keywords here, and you will be able to see what keywords people are searching for inside Search Console, which is not available inside Analytics. So going into the social section, here you will be able to see which social networks are sending you the highest traffic. And here you can see where they are landing on your site, which is the page that they are landing on when they are coming from social networks. And then you have conversions, you have plugins, you have user flow. As I said, we are just covering the basics here. We are not going very deep. And if you want to check users flow, this is something interesting. If you want to see the traffic from Facebook, how it is getting distributed within your site, you can see which is the landing page. So here people are landing on this particular blog post, and this is 143 sessions so far out of the 152 sessions. And then there has been 9 sessions which people have come directly to the home page. Obviously when you have a lot more visitors and a lot more pages, this user flow will get much more complex, but now it is easy to understand because we have only 2 pages. And out of the people, 143 people who visited this page, 120 dropped off, they did not go anywhere else. And out of this, 15 people went to the home page. And out of the people who went to the homepage directly, 6 dropped off and 3 people went to this blog post page. So this is how it works, and you can find out how the users are navigating through your site. So there is something called campaigns which I want to show you. So campaigns are basically, there are different campaigns, right? You have paid campaigns, you have organic campaigns. So if you want to send traffic from a particular source, then you can go ahead and create campaign variables, and those campaign variables will be available here. So for that, I would go into URL builder. So there is something called Google URL builder. You can search online for URL builder. And what you need to do is that you need to create a URL in this format. So question mark UTM source, UTM campaign, UTM term. You might have seen such terms before online. So if you go to this particular URL, which is campaign URL builder, so here you will be able to build a new campaign. So let's say I'm having bikerboy.in and I want to drive traffic through a particular Facebook ad or through a particular channel. Then what I would do is that I would build the UTM URL here. So let me enter campaign source as Facebook. Medium, name, term, content, these are all optional. I can just have one campaign source if I want. So let's say Facebook LDM forum, I want to drive traffic from. So here, this is the URL that has been generated. I can copy the URL, or I can even convert it into a short link if I want. So if I go into a new page, you can see that the URL structure is retained on the browser address bar, and once I start driving traffic to this particular URL, then I will be able to see the specific source here. So here it will say the campaign. Here what I would do is that I would also give a campaign name. So Facebook forum can be the campaign name. Medium can be social. So that's all I need for now. So let me copy this and let me share this on the Learn Digital Marketing forum, and we will see how much traffic we are getting from this particular campaign in the future video. So here I am in the Learn Digital Marketing forum, and here I would go ahead and share this particular URL. So now I can actually remove this particular URL. I don't want it to show such a long URL here, but there is a URL that is there here. So now I would go ahead and click on post, or instead what I will do, I will try to fetch the image, and I would, so sometimes the image doesn't show instantly. If you share the URL again, you will see the image come up. So now I would go ahead and click on post, and we will probably get a few hundred visitors from this link that I have shared on the group. So here you can see that if I click on this particular blog post, you can see these UTM source, UTM medium, and UTM campaign is connected. So now that we have shared this link, we will start getting traffic to this particular blog post. We will start seeing what is the kind of campaign variables that we start getting. Or there is a good chance that people have already started visiting it. So let's see if we have some stats in the real time. Let's try going into real time, and let's see if we have started getting visitors. So we have started getting visitors from the forum, and let's see if we are able to segregate using campaigns. So here you can see we can segregate using campaigns. So campaign is 80%. That is 20%. You can see this is the campaign that we have created, social, and source is Facebook LDM. This is what you saw that we had it in the URL builder. So if you go to the campaign URL builder, you can see source is Facebook LDM, UTM medium is social, and UTM campaign is Facebook forum. So here we are able to see medium and source. So if I go into acquisition, and if I go into campaigns, let me click on all campaigns, and let me click on today and click on apply. So here you can see there is one session recorded. So what happens is that here the data will come a little bit late, but you can still see that we have got one session, but you need to give it some time to collect the data. But in real time, the data will be really real time. So you can see that people have started visiting the homepage from our parts of India. We just share it on the forum, and this is the kind of traction that we are getting. And here you are able to see the sources and the medium as well. So that's how you create campaign URL structures, and that's about it for this part of analytics. And now let's look into behavior. So behavior is basically all about how visitors are behaving within your website. So let me go ahead and select last 7 days again. And here you will be able to see the page views, the average time on site, bounce rate, exit percentage and everything. But here you will also be able to get URL based analytics. So if I want to just check the analytics for this particular blog post, then you can see for this particular blog post what is the stats. So compared to the average site average, which is around 1 minute to 2 minutes, the average time on page, here you can see the average time on page is much higher. And this is very specific for this particular page. So here I can go and have a secondary dimension. And if I want to check what are the different traffic sources for this particular blog post or this particular URL, then I can select source or medium, and it would give me the sources for this particular blog post. So here you can see Facebook referral, Google organic, Microboy referral. So this is how it is distributed. So you can take any one URL on your site and find out how people are coming to that particular URL. So then we have content drill down inside behavior. So here it will show you what are the different pages that people are visiting. Sometimes there will be some errors. We can't do anything about that. So this is the preview page which I used to preview when I was just testing my site. So this is a snipply kind of URL. And then you have the actual URL, and then you have the author pages as well. And then landing pages show you where people are landing for the first time. So here these are the landing pages. More like entry pages, and what are the pages are people are exiting from. So here again you can see the URLs where people are exiting from. So people are exiting from this blog post, from this home page, and from the author page as well. So then you have site speed. You can look at site speed overview. So average page load time, average redirection time, and all those stats are available here. So we will get more into site speed and site speed optimization when we talk about optimizing the servers and optimizing the page. We already have W3 Total Cache installed, so that helps a little bit, but optimizing for site speed is a topic on its own. So speed suggestions, here it will show you which are the pages which are loading slow, so that you can go ahead and pay attention to those pages. So right now there is no data in user timing, so we will skip this. So you can add a Google custom site search, which we will get to in the future videos. But for now, and again, conversions is also something that we will get to in the future videos. Inside conversions, you will be able to set goals for people to visit certain pages, and you will be able to track what is the value of those pages and what is the total revenue that you have made. And there is a whole different section called e-commerce, and this is for e-commerce sites. We will probably start an e-commerce store for Microboy in the future. At that time, we might be able to integrate some e-commerce analytics right here. So this is all you need to know just to get comfortable with Google Analytics and just to start getting traffic. And now that we have shared the page on the forum, you can see there are 26 live visitors on the page. And obviously, I don't want to count it as real visitors because these are my followers. And as I said, our target will be to get hundreds of visitors from the search engines who are searching for bike related content and not necessarily coming from my own following. And now let's have a look at MailerLite for a minute before closing this video. So we have 8 subscribers in MailerLite so far, and we will start sending campaigns in the future videos. And that's about it. So again, if you look at Search Console, this has started having some live. Analytics has started having some live. So all good. So far so good. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave the comment below. Today's activity includes going inside analytics and trying to understand all the different traffic sources and all the features of analytics. Then I would also recommend you that you go ahead and create campaign URLs. So here you can check this, you can just search for this particular thing. You can search for campaign URL builder on Google and you will land up on this page. You can go ahead and create a campaign using this form. And one more thing that I want to show you before I wind up today's video is comparison. So if you go into audience and if you go into overview, here you will be able to compare two different date ranges. So if I want to compare, let's say 15, 16, and if I want to compare it to 19 and 20, let's say. So it says compared to previous period, so you can add it as custom. So first one is 15 to 16, and then second one with the, let's say, 19 to 20. And if I want to compare traffic for these two date ranges, obviously when you compare, then you have to compare something like, same month in the last year or same week in the last month or something like that. But since we have very limited data, I'm just comparing two dates. And if you do comparisons like this, you will be able to see what is the change that has happened, whether it has increased or decreased. So to see an increase, what we have to do is that we have to add 15, 16 here, and we have to add 20, 21 here. So now let me click on apply. So here you will be able to see, compared to 15, 16, how much we have grown in 20 to 21. So here you can see, we have got 189% more sessions, 128% more users. So this is the kind of analytics that Google Analytics can give you, and it is very good to measure the growth. So segmentation and cohort analysis and all those things, we will have a look in the future analytics videos when we start having a lot more traffic. But you are free to go ahead and search for more tutorials and learn more about analytics if it interests you a lot. So thank you for watching this video, and again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you have any other questions, go ahead and use the Facebook group as well. Inside the Facebook group, we have a great community of more than 1,000 students, and I have seen a lot of people start helping each other, because I may not be able to answer each and every question because we have 1,000 students in this program. And if you have any feedback for the course, you can definitely send me an email or leave a comment below this video. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.